Lewis Switcher here. Thank you guys for tuning back into the show. Today's episode, Full of Sap Part 2. Gonna get a little real on this show. Gonna get a little sappy. Just watched my good buddy Danny Sinisocker's recent video. And I think there's times in our lives where we can watch something, listen to something, be a part of something, or feel connected to something that inspires us to talk about something real and cut all the silly shit out for a second and get serious. And just taking a look at this, this cool little creek that lines my lady's property. It's really beautiful, and sometimes just to stop and think sometimes and take a look around you and appreciate the sights and being able to breathe this air and see the pretty skies above. It's a beautiful day today. It's probably 70 degrees here in Pittsburgh. But wanted to say, hey Danny, I've told you many times, and I've told my viewers on several occasions that there would be no Lewis Switcher show if it wasn't for you, man. And I wholeheartedly mean that. I started watching you, I'd say probably a few years ago, it seems like, already, and consistently your videos always influence me as far as remaining positive, and when you point and shoot your camera at yourself and you look like a weirdo in public and talk to yourself on this camera, and but I know that personally I'm not just talking to myself, whether it's a few of you guys or I'm up to 79 subscribers, and I know that can sound like it's a low number to some, but to me it's definitely not, and I really mean it, because I appreciate everybody that watches, and especially people that take time to comment. And yeah, Danny, I really do appreciate you being so open and sharing such personal details about what's going on in your situation and your life, and that's awesome, because it's the amount of support you do receive and the love that you get is very well deserved, man. I feel like in this world, if you're a good person and you can show people that, and people really see that in you, that's amazing, man. The world really needs more of that kind of energy. It truly does. We live in kind of a sad, disgusting world in many ways, but people like yourself and friends of mine and family members of mine are people that I feel like we need more of that. We need more people that can make somebody smile and make somebody laugh and feel good, and I think that's awesome. And Danny, you're one of those guys for me. I appreciate what you do, appreciate the time and effort you take in your show, and the fact that you have this incredible, huge amount of support that consistently shows up for you, and you reciprocate that back, and you let them know that they're appreciated, and it's a two-way street, and I think it's awesome that you do that, man. That's seriously amazing. So I appreciate you, Danny. I know that you'll be able to persevere through whatever comes your way, and I try to keep that attitude myself, as far as good days and bad, right? Everybody's got good, everybody's got bad, and Danny, for sure, man, keep your head up, keep making great shows. I'm going to continue to support your show. If you guys have not seen Danny Sinisoccer, he's an incredible guy. His show, he takes you to all sorts of places in the world, and he's based out of the San Diego, California area, but bases out with Blu-ray reviews and does all sorts of stuff for you guys. Show is super entertaining. He's a heartfelt dude, an incredibly generous person, and if you show him support, he definitely gets back to you. And I don't know how you keep up with it, man. That's awesome. But I definitely appreciate you, man. Your video inspired me to do a sequel to a show that I did back in the winter called Full of Sap, and it's good to have a heart, man. It might sound like a cliche for those of you who go through hard times, to just remain positive and do your absolute best to get through whatever's thrown your way. But cliche or not, it's the truth. It's if you don't live like that and you don't have that type of positive attitude and approach to waking up and trying to be happy every day, well, then that sucks. And I just can't live my life like that. I try to do my best every day, and I know that life's a journey, and I feel like it's kind of just beginning for me. So we're gonna keep trying to make you guys entertaining programs, But enough of this sappy chat. We're going to move on with the program. Yeah, Danny, thank you so much, man, for continuing to influence me and inspire me. Much love to you, brother. Moving on. Let's go, folks. Get this show started. Woo! Woo! Getting down with some currencies. Haters gonna hate. Vanessa Carlton, V, you're my girl. Jamming some of this. Some photography and some artwork back there by Greg Garwood, one of my subscribers. Hey, Greg, man. What's going on with you, man? You're way too generous of a guy. I don't know how to keep expressing my gratitude and my thanks to you. One of my subscribers, Greg, sent me a film that he had actually picked up and purchased under my recommendation, watched it, loved it. It's a film that I think many of you, if you haven't seen it, need to see it. I've expressed my love for Michael Shannon on numerous occasions. He's a great, fantastic actor. I think he's probably the best that's working today. He's done films such as Revolutionary Road, Bug, Take Shelter, Midnight Special, Shotgun Stories, Wolves. I mean, the list goes on and on. He's a fantastic talent, amazing guy. And Greg, you happen to send me this package with an out-of-print title starring Michael Shannon, which you just watched, and that is Take Shelter on Blu-ray. Greg, you're way too generous, man. I don't know what you paid. You probably paid an insane, ridiculous amount for this. You didn't have to do that, and I mean that, man. Like, you just watching the show means so much. But any of you guys haven't seen Take Shelter, such a good, amazing movie. It's different. It's a film that I think, like, there hasn't really been one like it made. Michael Shannon's character in the film is amazing in a way. You know, he's not a one-dimensional kind of actor. He's different. He's abstract. I think a lot of his style is indescribable as far as what the guy's range and capability of is, what kind of character he can portray in a film. He's amazing. Watch Take Shelter. Greg, I can't express my thanks to you, man. And look, man, I put crack this little case. I put your note in there so you know that your little Amazon note. Such a cool guy you are, man. I really have so much gratitude for that. You know, he says, "Hi, Lewis, saw this." And it says it's new. Let me know if it's not. And it was new, man, by the way. It really was new. Definitely. You down with OOP? Yeah, you know me. Enjoy it, brother Greg. And I do very much enjoy it, man. It's been one that I've wanted to pick up for a very long time. Just the price was a little high. And you're so generous, man. And thank you. Thank you so much, man. Moving on with the program.
So this bat is just circling around us, looking for blood. I don't know if you can see him out there in the distance. Christine thinks it's Dracula. Think it's Dracula looking for blood?
Yeah, definitely.
Where the hell did he go?
He's hiding.
See him?
Oh my god.
Look at that bat. Goddamn vampire bat out here. Is he circling? Where is he? Where?
Right there.
See that bastard? He's looking for blood. He really is.
All right, so I just recently watched this film, which forever I thought was filmed in Michigan. Sam Raimi, obviously a Michigander, Bruce Campbell, a Michigander. I always love to check out films with like a Michigan connection or some sort of tie to Michigan. Sam Raimi directed one of my favorite films and created one of my favorite cinematic characters in the history of film, Darkman. I've discussed that before in the program, but I saw this probably in high school or junior high school, one of the two. And I know like its status and its its status and being a cult classic and you know, being iconic, and you know, Bruce Campbell's role as Ash. You know, being having this spin-off series on Starz that recently got canceled, the Ash vs. Evil Dead series. I think there's 2 sequels, right? Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. I'm not terribly familiar with them, and so just watched it for the, I guess, second time in my life. And what I took from it was extremely entertaining, a little dated. Bruce Campbell is very young. Some of the dialogue written in the film and just some of the little cutscenes were really entertaining. But, you know, a real squirt fest, you know, not really a splatter fest. Just tons of weird oozes and different colored liquids squirting out of all kinds of Evil Dead creatures and all this stuff. But it was awesome, man. I really liked it. It was corny, but it was good. It was enticing to want to dip into the sequels that I have not seen. So what do you guys actually think of the Evil Dead? Are you guys big fans of this? Are you guys kind of pissed off about that TV series being canceled? But I'm going to get down with those sequels, 2 and Army of Darkness. The ladies got those queued up ready to go for us to get down on. So I'm going to share my thoughts about those in the near future. But yeah, thoughts on the Evil Dead.
What were you just saying?
Let me get that green
You gotta get that green?
all day.
Damn. What about that garlic salt right there?
Do it up. Why not?
Here we go. Alright. Time to grab me a slice. Got done polishing off some garlic bread over here at Pizza Al's. And what city are we in?
McMurray.
McMurray, Pennsylvania. Look at that pie, just came to the table.
All right, to tie up the show, guys, we're gonna get a little bit more sappy on the show, on the program. You know, got given another beautiful day here. But I wanted to again thank Danny for always supporting me and inspiring me to make entertaining and heartfelt programs and shows. And Danny, love you so much, bro. I'm gonna link his channel down below if you guys have not seen Cinestalker. Some of the best stuff out there on YouTube. He's personally my favorite. Been into his program for about a few years now. But honestly, summer coming up just reminds me of you know, how much I do appreciate the seasonal change. But this past winter kicked my ass, and you know, had strong urges to head back out to the West Coast and perhaps live out there and take my chances out in La La Land, City of Angels again. But for now, I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and very much enjoying this warm weather and beautiful scenery here, down here at the creek again. But I was just listening to one of my favorite bands, the Bodines. How many of you guys know who those guys are? They've been jamming around for 30 plus years now. But they have this track that came on my shuffle today called If It Makes You Happy. And it's kind of one of these jams that, you know, has definitely been in the rotation of the soundtrack to my life for quite some time. And, you know, the song is very simple. It's a song just about if you find something that can make you happy, embrace it, appreciate it, and you know, let it push you forward towards what you're gunning for. And you know, I feel the same way about every human being that, you know, has a heartbeat still. And you know, if you find something that can make you happy or you know, influence you in a positive direction, you know, keep it going, keep it on the record player, keep it spinning, turn it up loud. You know, with, like I said, with the warm weather approaching and it's 80 plus degrees here today, it's just going to be fun to, you know, roll the windows down, turn the jams up really loud. What are the soundtracks to your guys' summer? I know the Bodines are playing a show in Detroit, Michigan at my favorite venue, St. Andrews Hall. Me and XTINE Featurette, my lady friend, are going to be going to see them. I was hoping they'd have a Pittsburgh date so we could maybe do Detroit and Pittsburgh. I'd like to catch them as much as I can. So that's going to be coming up on the show. We're going to be doing some of that, showing you some clips from some shows. And I know that I had mentioned Cedar Point, America's rock and roller coast, one of the best amusement parks I've ever been to. We're going to be doing that some point this summer, possibly even the spring. I want to get there as soon as I can. Got to take care of some business first, of course. But absolutely, a lot of stuff coming up on the program. We're going to do some filming locations. I'm going to be heading to Detroit this weekend with XTINE Featurette, and hopefully going to shoot some footage in Detroit, and you know, keep it going. But Full Sap Part 2, I wanted to tie it up by just saying I appreciate everybody that's taking the time to watch, of course, and Greg, thank you so much once again, man, for sending that package with that Take Shelter Blu-ray. We're going to get on that. The to-watch list has grown massively, and I just have so much stuff I got to watch, but we're going to get to that soon. Seriously, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the Lewis Switcher Show. I'm going to soak up some of the sun that we have shining today. Hair's out of control, got the beanie on to hide the mess that's underneath this beanie, but hey guys, live your lives to the best of your ability. Try to stay happy, try to stay positive. Check out Danny Sinistalker, links down below. XTINE Featurette, link down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the program. We'll see you guys next time, man.
Vloggers. Vlog.
Vlog.